Great to have you with us. For the playoffs on 2K Sports, it's Game 1. We're ready to tip it off in just moments. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Taking a look at Minnesota.
Well, it's do or die. Both teams have to be feeling the pressure. Their season's on the line. Expect them to come out passionate and aggressive. This could be a classic.
Taking a look at the Timberwolves. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one misses.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the ring in transition. So much to like.
Barnes. McDaniels with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
They set the pick. Here's Brown. Rebound by Sacramento.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Pass to Sabonis. Pick by Sabonis. Fires high post. LaVine gets the bucket.
Yeah, LaVine not a guy you want to concede that mid-range game to. So skilled in that area.
Here's Edwards. Oh, he misses the dunk.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
LaVine can't hit. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Billups. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Boy, what a pass by Jaylen Brown. Probably one of his most improved areas.
Pass to LaVine. On the wing, DeRozan. Back to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Minnesota's head coach. I asked Coach how they plan on bottling up DeMar DeRozan, and he kept the answer simple. Stay attached and stay in front of him. DeMar loves to get to his spots, and we know where those are, so we just have to make him work for it. I'm sure they'll be trying to limit his mid-range looks, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Drive by Brown.
This guy's so dangerous on the drive, and if Brown has an opportunity to finish strong, there's going to be no doubt.
Pass to DeRozan. Here's Sabonis. Here's the three. Hauled in by Brown. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Drops in the three.
Don't you love the stop and pop jumper from DeRozan? This guy can be such a deadly shooter when given space.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels a screen. And Edwards slams it in.
How about Anthony Edwards? The bounce. Go ahead, Ed.
Now Jordan. Pass to Levine. Left side Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than him.
Edwards, that's good.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Outside Levine. DeRozan outside. Outside Barnes. Pass to Jordan. Barnes a screen. 5 on the clock. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
At his position, Scotty Barnes going to set a lot of screens. You have to understand how to roll and get open. He does exactly that.
Here's Edwards. He can't get it to go. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Kings trail by 3. Down low. Here's Sabonis. Pass to Jordan. On the wing, Levine. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it.
Substitution report.
Minnesota leading by 3. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Gobert. Nice D from Sabonis. On the wing, Levine. Sabonis outside. To the inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powered at home like that.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Pass to Sabonis. 6 to shoot. DiVincenzo with the steal. Williams with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And Billups gets it to go. And Sacramento has possession. It's a 5-point game. Now here's DeRozan. Sabonis outside. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Sabonis has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the rock-solid mechanics of Domantas Sabonis and the catch and shoot.
Here's Billups. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It's so close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Levine. Puts up a 3. And another Sacramento 3.
And that's become a more comfortable shot for Levine as his career has gone on.
Minnesota in the lead. Picked by Gobert. And here is Williams. DiVincenzo with it. No made baskets yet. He takes it in. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert, that's good.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Kings trail by 3. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Levine for three. Counted from distance. Levine's got 6 here in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Billups. 6 points for him. Inside. Baseline jumper. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Picked by Murray. Pass to Valanciunas. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And here's Minnesota now. Here's Billups. Picked by Gobert. Back to Williams. Gets the three to fall.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Timeout call, Sacramento.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Young. 4 on the clock. Young with the signature tray.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's the pick. Here's Edwards. It's deflected. On the break. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Dante DiVincenzo.
I'll tell you, on the low block, Valanciunas has shown that he can be a skilled offensive player, and the defense has got to pay attention to him. What a tremendous job playing through contact. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Brown. Oh, Brown! Vicious!
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
And Young, here we go. This one for 3. Ellis, good. Ellis has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
There's a screen. Outside, DiVincenzo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Ellis. Valanciunas sets a screen. Here's the floater. Ellis's shot is off. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Reed. Finished off the break. Reed's got his first basket.
Yeah, Naz Reed's ability to run the floor, get out in transition.
Now here's Young. Pass to Crowder. From behind the arc. And another Sacramento 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Reed for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Kings ahead, up by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. Joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. And here's Jordan. Pass to Levine. Here's Barnes. Gobert with the double. Here's Levine for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. did a great job contesting.
To the paint. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
Levine surveys the D. Pass to Sabonis. Barnes with it. Outside Levine. DeRozan for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Phillips' shot is off. The Kings trailing. Now the Kings in transition. Out to Sabonis. Now Jordan. 4-3. And another miss by Sacramento.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Here's Edwards. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
How about the body control from Anthony Edwards? Just so good at using that frame to get through the teeth of the defense.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Barnes. Here's Levine for three. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Levine's got 11 points.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Pass to Brown. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
It's Barnes on the wing. Outside Levine. From outside the arc. And another Sacramento three.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And Minnesota with possession here. Here's Edwards cutting inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Outside McDaniels. To the wing, right side. Here's Phillips. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Outside Levine. Pass to Sabonis. DeRozan, left side. Back to Sabonis. From 12 feet. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Kicks it out to Barnes. DeRozan outside. Outside Barnes. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul of the game.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he makes it on the layup. And now a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area. Huh.
Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Outside Young. Here's Ellis. To the left side wing. Outside Young. Valanciunas sets a screen. Pass to Murray. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Williams from long range. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. Minnesota leading by 6. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That's on Jonas Valanciunas. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Minnesota.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
5 to shoot to the middle. Valanciunas. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
This guy came over from Lithuania with an ability to play pick-and-roll basketball, and he's only gotten better during his time in the NBA.
Outside Edwards. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Oh, and that dunk is big for Murray's confidence. Great to see him finish with power.
Going inside, McDaniels from long range. He buries it from 3.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Back to Young. Pass to Crowder. Now here's Young. Down low. Oh, and Reed with a block.
The kid knows really credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
The Kings call timeout. And some changes here for the Kings. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Brown with a screen. Here's Edwards. Powerful finish by Edwards.
Well, pick and roll action. Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
Jordan with it. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Levine. And stolen by Edwards. Here's McDaniels. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
Outside Levine. DeRozan, left side. Here's Barnes. Over McDaniels. That one's off. Still out of sync. Outside Edwards. Anthony Edwards range one in.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
DeRozan outside. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Billups. Jacks up a three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Out to Sabonis. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Timberwolves.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Pass to Brown. Here's Billups. McDaniels from long range. And it's Jordan with the rebound. And with that win, they'll be moving on to round two. And they start out the postseason with a bang, a big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to